Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Shortly after I installed the new roof on my Boxster here, I tried to put the top into service position only to realize that the glass window hits the roll bar and does not give you full access. The old original plastic window, as it went up, folded in half, and you could get the bottom of the roof to a vertical position and you would have full access straight up and down into the engine compartment. With this glass window, as soon as it hits, you might have about half that, so about a 45-degree angle is what the roof is going to be at. Because of that, I have begrudgingly and embarrassingly put off changing the air filter. Now, I will say that the air filter that is in this car does not have a tremendous amount of miles on it. It probably should have been changed a while back, but it's not crazy. You want to see crazy? Remember, when I bought the car, the roof did not retract at all. So the people who owned the car before me, and I have no idea how long a period of time that was, they would have no access to the engine bay, therefore could not change the air filter. I saved that air filter. This was the nastiest air filter I've seen on anything anywhere. This foam, this black foam, is supposed to cover the entire top of this. It dry rotted. I don't know where the rest of it even is. If it fell out of the car, got sucked into the engine, if it's down here in between the pleats. But there's leaves in here, there's pollen tags, little pieces of paper and stuff. When I purchased this car, I had to drive about 2 hours home in it. And then it took probably another 3 to 4 weeks before I figured out what was wrong with the convertible top so that I even had access to the engine bay and could change this out. So I am actually just amazed that this car drove as well as it did and that the engine still runs good. It didn't suck anything nasty in there and mess up a who knows what, a valve or something. But anyway, so I'm gonna today bite the bullet, change out the air filter, and you guys are gonna get to see, and I'm gonna learn how hard this is gonna be. The first thing, if you don't already know about service position, is we're gonna let the roof back about 6, 7, 8 inches up here in the front, and this is going to raise up this clamshell and it's going to give me access in here. That should do it. Next, I'm going to come down here and disconnect the bottom of these cables, and this cloth piece here is hooked in like a little rain gutter. I'm going to have to pop it out. Get the one on the other side. As you can see, the glass is hitting the roll bar. That's it, that's the end. Now you can reach on in, and I try not to touch the glass because it's hard to get the fingerprints off. If you can raise the glass up just a little bit, you might get another couple of inches out of that, but still, that's nothing compared to the access you used to have. I may try to disconnect and get this maybe slid back or forward out of the way a little more. All right, so what we're gonna do is take a flathead screwdriver and we're gonna take this bottom clip here, pop it, the end of it up, and then push it out to the open side. I've already taken the one off the other side there. Set them out of the way. Okay, so what you wanna do then is pry this part off the stem there. Oh look, there's leaves in my drip pan. This would be a good time to clean these out too. You don't want them clogging up and rain damage. Oh, there's a little rubber piece. I've noticed when I drive with my top up that I hear a rattle back behind my head here. And I'm wondering if that's, I'll have to figure out where that goes. That may be the source of my rattle. Anyway, just carefully, when I bought the car, one of these was already broken, so I don't want to force something to, yeah. Okay, looks like they want to go forward. Okay. Well, that's not bad. Nothing's pushing on the drip pans. The drip pans are only just foam, and my original ones had holes in them, and I had trouble every time it rained with my floor getting wet, so I replaced both of them. This is a previous video. So yeah, you do want to be careful with these things. But yeah, if I have that and that, I should be able to reach under and take care of everything. That is a little bit short. Well, I don't want it on this side because it'll be in my way. Just temporarily, I think. I'm gonna set that there. And just to make sure if it did fall, I've got a piece of foam and I'm gonna lay it up here. Maybe I'm gonna need a second one. Actually, it's not gonna stay in. I just don't want anything to come down and, you know, this top has these metal pieces that go in the hole here, and I don't know, I don't want them coming down on my trunk lid or anything like that. So I'm gonna set this little rubber piece in a safe area as well. And now let's see. Goodness. Okay. Well, the next thing is to flip the little latches on this carpeted piece. It has a piece that flips up. You turn it 90 degrees. And you should be able to then take that out. I think the first part is the storage piece. Yeah. That I think one time I had some gloves in there. That's the one and only time I've ever used this. Yeah, and then you have the carpet sound insulation stuff. My glass window has a defroster in it, so that's what this cord is. Let's try to get it out of the way as well. And here's where that stick is going to be in my way. Oh, I wish I had another place to put it. All right, so for temporaries, I'll just do this with one hand and then put my stick back in. The carpet's kind of heavy. Okay, you have the black engine bay cover, and it has metal latches. You flip up the little D-ring and you turn them about 90 degrees until they pop loose. There's 5 of them. There's one in the middle front here. Goodness. Come around to the other side. These 2. Piece of foam. One more. Not wanting to cooperate. Felt like it. Yeah, if I had this to do over again, I think I would put a plastic window top. It doesn't look as good, but honestly, I hardly ever drive this car with the roof up, so this is just extremely aggravating. There we go. And voila, the engine compartment. It's been a long time since I've seen you. Okay, let me get another camera angle so you might see the air box here. All right, so this is the engine box here. You have, it's been a long time since I've done it, a couple of little metal tabs on either side that you push back and pull the tray out. And if I remember, the tray actually, yeah, the tray makes contact with the body of the car. Okay, there we go, easy enough. So that's not too bad. That's kind of neat. Yeah. Strange dirty band right there, but other than that, it doesn't look that bad up here took care of most of the stuff. Yeah. So we'll take the fresh new one, and actually this is a good time, before I put this in, I'm gonna grab my shop vac and I'm gonna try to vacuum out any dust and dirt that's down in that air box. This is just superficial, but I figure it's collected years of dust and dirt. It wouldn't hurt to take a little bit of it off. Also, while I've got this open, I want to check right here is your power steering fluid. Yeah, that's good. When I was originally working on the car, after I first bought it, I actually turkey bastered as much power steering fluid out of there as I could and replaced it with fresh. So I was just making sure that there wasn't like some air that had leaked out. It didn't need to be topped off because I've still got a little in a can over there, but it looks good. Make sure that cap's on there good. All right, filter in the filter housing. Wipe this thing all down, it's kind of dusty. And then I think it goes this direction. Boy, that's a tight fit. There we go. Yeah, just have to push it down to those clips lock over it. They're on there now. I can't think of anything else that I want to do in here while I'm here. Yeah. Install this engine over. I guess this would be technically the hood. Make sure my wire for my defroster is completely out of the way. Here we go. Got the middle one there. This corner. Okay. All right, this is not going to work with the stick in there. A little bit harder doing it one-handed, but I believe I have prevailed. Now the carpet has 2 holes in it, and there's some little pegs that come up that evidently hook into the little storage unit that sits up here. So I get the peg in the hole, then I should be able to line up this guy, give it about a 90-degree turn, and it is in good. Yeah, slide it forward till the peg comes through the hole, then turn this, it dropped down just then, give it about a 90-degree turn. You can pull up on it, it's not going anywhere. Flip the little handle part down. All right, so it's got some holes here that are the other side of these latches, and that's what's going to go on those stems. I've just got to watch out for my defroster wire again. It's on the way. Here we go. And actually, I think when I installed it, I pushed the defroster wire. Yeah, I can see the imprint on the underside carpet. So I pushed it underneath this to kind of keep it from getting snagged on anything, if the possibility of it getting snagged with the convertible top function. Yeah, this would have definitely been easier right here if I wasn't having to reach under this so much. There we go. It went down. That got it. Let me tuck this wire under here. I think I've only ever used this defroster one time. Yeah. All right. This arm back on the stem here. There's one of them. Let me grab a clip. Now these clips only slide on from one side, and the arm has to be far enough in that the little groove shows. And then push the top down till it snaps into locking position. I think I'm gonna need that anymore. Probably doesn't need that. Come on. There we go. There we go. Very nice. Now, let's pull the bottom of this top down. Reach in here. And the bottom of these cables, I hope you can see this. There's a little metal piece. It just snaps on a little peg down here. Takes quite a bit of pressure, but it snaps on. Oh. Wow. So as hard as I was pushing, it wouldn't go on, and I just set the angle slightly differently and it just snapped right on so easily. Let's try this side over here. There's another little leaf in there. Okay, that one went on pretty easily. I'm going to try to bring you down and show you a close-up of how this little gutter thing hooks in. So right here in front of my finger, you can see this notch in this piece. Your little gutter thing here. Once this foam is out of the way, you'll be able to see maybe. It's going to go under and just up. And it's just going to sit right in there. So that's it. Kind of hard to tell, I know. But anyway, we'll go over and do the other side over here. Okay. That should do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is that. I'm gonna go back in now that I've, oh boy, that made that dirty. So I'm gonna wipe this top down. Then I'm gonna go back in with this little rubber this little rubber piece here and see if I can figure out where it goes. Because like I said, I've got a rattle. I just hate driving with the roof up because of this rattle behind my head. And see if I get that installed, if that'll go away. All right, so I just finished vacuuming it off this bottom of the roof here, and when I move, I can see my fingerprints on the inside of the glass. So that kind of sucks. You have to let the seat forward and reach through the roll bar to try to rub that out. And I know when I have done this kind of thing before, it takes a long, long time. Which actually, you know, like I said in the past, or said earlier, I don't actually drive around with the roof up very often. But a lot of times when I go somewhere to the store, I will put the roof up just in case a little shower pops up while I'm inside. So somebody may walk past and see a bunch of nasty fingerprints all over the back glass. All right, good. Let me check the other side here. I don't see anything. I think it was isolated to right there. Good, good, good. Okay, so I figured out, I think, where the little rubber piece goes. Geez, it's gonna be hard to show. If you see this linkage right here, there is a bolt. Let me see, let it focus. Yeah, so the bolt right here is in a slot. And the rubber piece, the only thing it could do, the shape of it, it has to go in a slot. So that's got to be it, because that one has a little bit of a rubber piece. It looks like it's pretty mangled, but it's still there. This one did not. So I have already, using a 5mm Allen wrench, took the bolt out, and you can't really see it, but let's see if I get this down here. Push it up a little bit. You can see the slot right there, and so I'm going to try to work this into there. And unfortunately, there's not enough room for both my hands and the camera, so I'll let you know how it goes. All right, so this is it right here with the rubber piece inside. The rubber piece has a little bit of damage to it, so it's sticking out a little bit right there. But now I need to come down here, line this up with this hole here, and put the bolt back through it. So there it is there. I've just barely got the bolt started. So just to give you an idea, and I'm gonna wind it down. All right, so I got it wound down tight. Flashlight's about to go dead. But anyway, that's it right there. All right, well, that's it, guys. Hopefully with that rubber grommet back where it belongs, that'll eliminate that rattle that when the top is up is going on behind my head. That means I've actually killed two birds with one stone. Replaced the air filter that I've been putting off, and found and deleted the rattle. Hopefully, fingers crossed, prayer to God. I will tell you, it's about 92 degrees here in Georgia with about that much humidity, so I am now going inside into the air conditioner to rest for a while. Appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't yet, please hit subscribe and leave me a comment. I read every single one of them. I do try to get back to you if I have enough time. And anyway, once again, thanks for watching. Until next time. All right, so a quick addendum to this video. I've put a few miles on the car now with the roof up. And yeah, the rattle sound is for the most part gone. I drove through a parking lot with some speed humps, and I had this low, muffled, kind of bumpy sound. And because I know that the grommet that I reinstalled had some damage on it, and it looked like the one that was on the passenger side was pretty messed up, I think what I'm gonna do is go online, try to find the part number, and order, if I can, a couple of new grommets and see if that takes care of it. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching.